Best way to answer that question is for us almost to ignore the competencies. Now that seems like a really strange thing to say when they're worth so much to us, but actually as an organisation, in fact I would say this for any organisation, I view it as being more important to develop the capabilities of the team to deliver the customer experience. Now if that means that as an outcome we achieve the requirements to meet a competency, then that means that we were already doing the right thing to start with. You know, for me, competencies and certifications and accreditations, they shouldn't necessarily lead the charge, because that way you're only ever focusing on a very narrow element. Because if you look at, you know, any competency, Microsoft, VMware, Sophos, Sage, Pegasus, you know, the requirements always have a minimum level. So it might be that you have to have 2 individuals holding a certain certification to achieve that competency, which is great. But we're a bigger organisation. We might have 10 consultants. You know, we might have dozens of people who require those skills and that capability. So if I use, for example, VMware, the VMware competency that we hold requires that we have 2 what are called VCPs, VMware Certified Professionals. We've actually got about a dozen of them, because as an organisation, you know, operating across the UK, we have to make sure we've got that capability geographically across the business. So 2 is never enough, we need 12. And that's the same strategy for every single product that we sell. Have we got enough people to service the customers wherever they might be? Which generally means that we have more than enough capacity to fill our competency requirements. So, you know, I'm not saying they're not important, they're amazingly important. But the first thing is actually, what capability do we need to service the customer? That's got to come first. And then hopefully what comes out of that is the wonderful side effect of ticking boxes very easily to allow us to achieve those competencies without us having to scratch our heads thinking, where do we find 2 people for this or 2 people for that? We don't do that because we've already got more than enough, which also means that we're never ever conscious of them. They just, you know, it's what we do here. You know, we deliver great solutions, we do them in the right way, we then offer a fantastic support service, we have hundreds of satisfied customers. We would do that, we would invest in training and development even if there were no competencies, because that's what gives us that leading edge, which perhaps our other competitors don't have.